This is what I've learned personally. You have to love yourself enough to say, even with all the doubts, I'm still going to do it anyway. Because I know I am worth fighting for. For me, kung magkakaroon na lang din ako ng, I guess, kung sakali, like parang what if, might as well, it's something na I love doing. I'm pursuing something that brings me joy. Like, music and singing is, parang it feeds my soul. I've decided I'm going to fight for myself and my dreams, for that little Ethan.
Real stories, real conversations. This is Unbreakable.
Our guest for today is a P-pop solo artist whose magnetic presence and bold artistic vision continue to make waves in the fast-rising P-pop scene. He is the founder of Habi Studios, a creative home and management built to support not only his journey but also his fellow artists. Today is also a passionate advocate for artists' rights, championing creative freedom, dignity, and empowerment in the industry. Multimedia has also managed emerging acts like Hughes and Project WAN, whose track Uy gained major recognition on Vibe TV and at the P-Pop Music Awards. So our guest for today on Unbreakable is Ethan Wang. Ethan, thank you so much.
Thank you po, and
Sa oras mo dito sa Unbreakable.
it's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Shake hands. Okay. Ethan, no, magandang pag-usapan itong fast-rising P-pop scene.
Yes.
I just wanna take through first yung passion mo na for music. Saan ba ito nagsimula from your childhood?
Yeah, actually, since bata pa lang ako, I've loved singing. I have memories pa nga of like performing on top of a table in front of your family, ganon. And I think parang dun siya na-birth. Kasi di ba when you're singing on a table, for example, tapos everyone's cheering for you, parang yung feeling na, wow, you're celebrated, you're seen. Yun, talagang...
How
siya.
young do you remember?
Mga like
As
siguro
early
mga
as?
6, 7, mga ganun.
Galing.
Tapos my aunt kasi, my tita loves to sing also. So, siya yung nag-encourage na parang just sing, karaoke lang, videoke, ganyan. And she would tell me na, oh, sing this, sing that, ganyan. So, ever since, I've loved it. And then, as I grew up, music became like my best friend. So, you know, life is not always easy, even in school, even in general. So, music has become my friend, my best friend, na parang I can always go to.
And was music always been, of course, one of your favorite activities in school? Kumbaga, in a big way, it has also become part of your identity. Ikaw ba yung laging sumasali ng singing contests, nagiging part ng choir, or something that you do special for school? What was that like?
Actually, it was opposite. Kasi when I was in school, sobra akong shy. Like, if a teacher would describe me, palagi na lang sasabihin, siya yung tahimik, yung di nagsasalita masyado.
Bakit?
I guess at that time, I was insecure also. Kasi, actually personally, naka-experience ako ng malalang bullying in school. Like, it was so bad na naka-develop ako, I think, ng insecurity. Like, it was crazy bad na kasi yung classroom namin, meron siyang, alam mo yung mga ceiling fan na gumaganon. Usually, they would do group ng classmates and they would throw a plastic bottle hoping tatama sa amin. So, kasi magbabounce yun siya, di ba? So, ganun ka-crazy na bullying. So, I guess naka-develop ako ng insecurity. And at that time, I didn't believe na I was good enough as a singer, even though I loved it so much. Pero, nagka-choir ako. Kasi parang that space felt safe.
Medyo sa side out lang ako, no? Kapag meron talagang mga examples or instances of bullying, whether I was talking about this with my friends last night, na oo nga, naalala ko, parang very vivid yung memory kapag sa mga boys, sa mga basketball, sinindak nga ako eh. Sinindak ako niyan eh. Yun yung term. Alala mo siya eh.
Yeah.
And at the same time, hindi mo naman necessarily na bit, but it kind of fuels you, your character, your personality to what you want to become.
Yes.
And was that also same case with you?
Super. Actually, one of my, I guess, advocacies as an artist, personal advocacy is when I create songs or when I sing, I want people to feel seen.
Or talks to me.
Talks to me, gano'n. Yung parang kasi sometimes you don't feel na naiintindihan tayo.
Right.
So, yun yung isa sa parang gusto kong maging, I guess, I don't know kung legacy or whatever ng music that I will create.
Kailan mo talaga dinecide na will take up music as your career?
Feeling ko ano din siya nung pandemic. Kasi di ba nung pandemic, everything was uncertain. And then I told myself, you know what, kailan ko pa ba siya gagawin? Like, kailan ko siya ilalaban ng todo? And na-realize ko nung time na yun na I want to do this for the little Ethan who was dreaming of this when he was young and who thought na he couldn't do it ever. There was a part of me when I was young na I couldn't even imagine sitting here with you. Actually, even performing on stage because nga I was so shy. So, ang motivation ko talaga was, I want to give this as a gift to that little Ethan na has dreamt of this, you know, talaga so much, but was so afraid to do it because of what people might say or what people might think. So ngayon, parang I'm fighting for it, I'm doing it for myself.
Was there someone holding you back?
Yeah.
Meron bang nagsasabi, music is not for you, walang pera dyan, madaming kalaban dyan, magganito ka na lang, o kaya ang ginagawa mo dyan sa music, all those.
Yeah, actually growing up,
Statements.
meron talaga. Sometimes pa nga, it's the people closest to you that will say na, which is, nako-confused ako when I was younger. Kasi when I'm in school, people will say na, uy,
Galing
ganda ng
mo.
boses mo, like, ganda ka ganyan. Pero sometimes when you are with people you're really close to, minsan sila yung parang nada-down ka. Parang, ay, lalo na nung nag-transition yung boses. Kasi di ba from a kid, nagkakaroon ng breaking point yung boses ng guys, right?
Mga puberty stage
Yeah.
eh.
So
oo.
before, kaya ko yung mga super high notes, ganon. Tapos nung nagkaroon ng puberty stage, as in, di ko alam ko ilang octaves, talagang bumaba yung boses ko. And then parang the people closest to me are also parang sometimes saying na, ay, ang pangit, ganon, or hindi maganda. So parang I thought at that time, especially nung mga teenage na, baka hindi na, baka it's not for me.
Alam naman natin, ganun talaga nakaka-relate tayo with family, right?
Yeah.
Relatives. Siyempre, sila yung nasa bahay, sila yung kadugo mo. So naturally, mas mabigat yung weight kapag pamilya ang
Yes.
nagsabi compared to classmates or friends, and it really sticks with you.
Yeah, talagang kaya parang at that time, parang naniwala na ako na maybe it's not for me. Baka hindi na. Pero may little voice talaga na parang,
Pwede pa.
pero love mo like gustong-gusto mo. So, actually may one point in my life, nagawa ako ng like secret account na walang name, a random name, tapos walang face. Tapos nagpo-post ako ng covers ng mga song. Kasi nga, parang iniisip ko, well, at least walang mukha. So kapag napangitan sila at may bad comments, hindi nila alam kung sino yung kumakanta.
Importante na sa channel mo.
Yun nga.
Yung outlet mo, nailalabas mo siya.
Nailalabas. So parang, I guess, nung time na yun, I'm glad I did that. Kasi may mga positive comments na
Yeah.
parang ako, tapos doon ako nagkaroon ng confidence na i-post sa personal ko na din na like social media accounts.
Right.
Pero kung wala yun, siguro masyado akong matatakot to post.
If you don't mind me asking also, Ethan, pandemic, diba? Backtrack tayo a few years. Graduate ka na ba doon ng college? Were you already working? For you to say na parang ilalaban ko na to, ita-transition ko na.
Even while I was studying, nag-aaral na talaga ako ng mga like, mahilig ako sa mental health, emotional well-being, so nag-aaral ako ng mga certifications. So technically, medyo nag-work na din ako, actually. Pero, nung pandemic kasi talaga parang we were stuck at home, di ba? Parang something...
All doing our own things.
Yes. Parang it was just loud enough at that time na, you know what, it's worth fighting for. So, itry mo siyang ilaban. Ilaban mo. And even while I was so scared talaga, as in, like I remember posting a YouTube cover and I had to just press enter para ma-upload and then close my laptop. Kasi
Bahala na.
if
Oo.
not, i-delete ko. And then I just went to sleep na. Kasi I knew na if I stayed longer, I would probably delete it. So, ganun ka hirap minsan yung fight with your own mind.
What motivated you to tumawid and say, let's do it? Is it just you? Did you get some help? Did you get some support?
It's really just me. I think yung motivation ko talaga is that little Ethan. As in, siya talaga yung palagi. Like, iniisip ko na I'm doing this as a gift for myself. Kasi, I believe na as an emotional well-being teacher also, parang ganun, I've helped a lot of people manage or deal with their own emotions, and parang I feel like even with friends, I've helped a lot of people. Parang na-realize ko, you know what? This time I'm doing it for me. I'm giving this as a gift to myself. That's why ang lakas ng fighting energy kasi may ganun akong hugot.
Transition tayo sa realities ngayon ng music industry. In your own experience, so what was that like? Did you go with a label? And then, ano yung mga experiences mo doon?
Yung experiences ko, medyo pa lang talaga siya. Parang I'm just starting talaga.
At least, this is also talking to the ones that want to start,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And at the same time, baka meron sila ma-pick up a thing or two to the ones that are starting from your experience.
I've auditioned also many times, and I'm sure makaka-relate yung mga ibang artists na ang dami talagang rejections. Sometimes when we watch artists, di ba, we hear their success stories. But oftentimes, we don't know what came before the success, which is oftentimes a lot of rejections, a lot of times na you want to give up. So ganon, like even starting pa lang, ang daming moments wherein I want to give up and I want to just parang, wag na lang, parang kaya pa ba, parang ganon. So ako naman, na-trust ako into more of an indie route. Nag-start din siya na parang nagpa-perform ako ng mga covers sa mga events na they would bring me to, like mga school tours or small shows, and dun ako na-practice, I think, na mag-perform. I'm super open to anything, you know. Actually nga, for a lot of artists, mas madali for us to have a label eh. Kasi then we can focus on our art. And then we have
Someone to sell it, right?
yes.
On the business aspect.
And yun yung business aspect. Kasi sila yun yung focus nila. Kasi with artists, especially in the Philippines, ang dami ding independent na who are wearing different hats. Diba? Nagiging social media manager, nagiging photographer, nagiging businessman, salesperson. Parang ang hirap to juggle when what we really want to do is to create music, to envision. So to be honest, mas madali for most artists and even myself to have a label, and that's actually also where I'm leaning towards where I want to go. Kasi then your creativity is fueled by people who are invested in your art.
Talk about Habi Studios.
So Habi Studios wasn't supposed to be existing. so I have like friends, I consider my friends, which is sa P-pop, like Project WAN, actually Johan also is one, Use. So we were part of a management before. To put it quite simply, we felt betrayed, you know. At
In what sense?
personal value ko is always integrity. So I feel that when integrity is no longer in the picture, I cannot stay anymore. And we all felt the same. Lahat kaming artists under the manager. And I was so pissed and frustrated kasi it came at a time wherein napupuno na ako. Kasi ang dami na ring rejections before. You know, with auditions, with potential companies, ganun. So at that time, parang naisip ko, I'm just so tired of working with people who I trust and then would break my trust. So naisip ko at that time, I want to take my power back. So that's how Habi Studios was born.
Anong focus ng Habi Studios?
It's really to create, to protect the rights of artists, but also allow them to share their authentic stories. Kasi for me, we all have a unique story to tell eh. And I want artists to have enough freedom to share their own stories. The name Habi actually came from paghahabi,
Weaving.
weaving. So parang
To weave.
yes, the idea of that came from the indigenous people in the Philippines who are weavers. Kasi the concept came from the idea that I want artists to weave their own stories and their own careers.
So ngayon na syempre you're creating a space na aligned values, aligned
Yes.
principles, good vibes lang.
Yes.
Let's create our music. Lahat tayo nagsisimula. Then eventually, papasok din yan. Di ba?
Yes.
Oo.
Ang saya to work with people you enjoy spending time with. Kasi then, work becomes fun.
Or not work at all.
Yes, which is what I love. Kasi yun yung na-envision ko talaga, not just for Habi, but for myself, if I want to work with anyone. Na I want to feel like when we're together, we're working, but at the same time, tumatawa tayo. Alam mo yun, everyone has a freedom to share their ideas. Yun yung na-envision ko talaga.
So ngayon nakapag-compose na kayo ng songs ready to be
Yes.
released, tama ba? Can you tell us the stages of your music?
Yes, so for me personally, nasa process siya of completing production. With Project WAN naman, my brothers, nakapag-release na sila ng pre-debut single nila, which is Uy. And ang ganda-ganda ng song. And nakakatuwa kasi our songs were composed by the artists themselves. So for Project WAN, it was composed by Harry, which is one of the members. And for my own songs, ako yung nag-write nun. And ang plan namin is to just continue producing music kasi it's, you don't know in the industry talaga, you just create art, you just create, and then hopefully one of the songs will be a hit or people will enjoy one of the songs, but you're doing it also out of love, diba? To share your story.
Perhaps related pop culture reference, di ba? When Taylor Swift also, kasi general knowledge naman yung kapag artist, sign ka with a label, mostly traditionally, the label really owns
Yes.
your work, right? But Taylor Swift, she turned the tables.
Yes.
Naging pivotal moment ba yun?
Super pivotal siya actually for the entire music industry because the conversation of composers or artists na nag-compose ng music owning the rights to
The
their
rights.
songs, and all of a sudden artists now are more conscious and cautious about the contracts that they're signing and owning their own music. And at the same time, for the big labels, I think it opened up their world also to collaborations and partnerships na it can work pala, na even if it's not fully owned lang by the label and everything, na it can still work, na we can still, kumbaga, benefit mutually.
Win-win pa rin.
Yes, win-win pa din.
Win-win pa rin. So ang ganda, no? Kasi na-encourage siya, especially for the younger talent,
Yes.
to take on this career.
Yes.
Such as yourselves.
Yes. Kaya nakakatuwa din, especially with the P-pop now, kasi P-pop right now is really rising with SB19, with Beanie, being accepted and loved on a global platform. Diba? Like for example, Beanie just performed sa Coachella, SB19 performed sa Lollapalooza, which is an international event na usually walang Filipino acts or even Southeast Asian acts. So, nakakatuwa siya because we're all rising together. Parang all of a sudden, there's more room for new artists now to have ownership of their power also. And their art, their music, their careers, na all of a sudden, it's possible na pala. Na I can create, I can be successful, and still have my rights protected.
Anong wish mo for P-pop?
I really wish na, of course, mas maging global pa siya more. Because I believe na we're so talented. Filipinos are so talented. Not just as singers, which is kilala tayo as really great singers, but as visionaries and artists talaga. That's why sana mag-grow pa siya more and a lot of people accept it more. Especially here din sa Philippines. Sana we love our own music more and support our own more.
What's a day in the life like? Like let's say, of course, as someone pursuing, di ba, in the music, you create your music, but at the same time, business-wise, ngayon na nagkikreate ka, hindi pa siya sold eh. So
Yes.
technically, hindi ka pa kumikita. Hindi pa kumikita ang artist.
Yes.
How do you navigate?
Ang hirap din niya ngayon because of the social media age. Kasi sa social media time ngayon, you always have to create content. Always have to be updated. You always have to have a new TikTok video, a new sort of vlog or content. And to be honest, I'm sure kayo din personally nafe-feel niyo siya as
I
someone
know.
working. Nakakapagod siya. Because then you also run out of ideas sometimes. That's why nga it's so helpful to have a team that feels like family. Kasi then you have someone na parang sounding board mo din with your ideas. Yun yung for me, ang hirap. Kasi sometimes you don't feel like 100% pero you still have to create. The life is parang like that. It's really create.
Konting pa-teaser, you've produced multiple songs already for release. Ano yung mga messages ng mga songs na yan?
Yung mga songs ko, considering na mention mo si Taylor Swift, right? It's very personal. So, yung mga songs ko are really
Correct.
parts of
Your life.
my life, a time in my life, a personal experience. That's why sobrang passionate ako about how I will tell the story. Kasi I want people who will hopefully eventually follow the music to see it as a journey. Parang we're riding this adventure together through the songs. And then, makikita nila yung mga puzzle pieces na nagko-connect through all the different songs that I'm going to release. Pero sobrang personal siya for me. And ang masaya din nun, which I enjoy, is no one will know who it's about or what it's about. It's subjected to your own interpretation and pwede mo na siyang maging song kung makaka-relate ka. Right? Pero yun, natutuwa ako sa may mystery siyang ganong aspect.
Correct. Kung nasawi, di ba?
Yes.
Kung may heartbreak, kung merong joyous experience, kung ano man yan, di ba?
Yes.
How would you encourage Ethan, ngayon, the younger generation, the little Ethan, who's 6 or 7 years old, that even if with doubts, even if with challenges, even if with traditional mindsets, to pursue a career in music eventually?
I think it's really, if you love it, it's worth fighting for. For my personal experience, it's normal to doubt. It's part of the ride to think na what if I'm not good enough for this? This is what I've learned personally. You have to love yourself enough to say, even with all the doubts, I'm still going to do it anyway. Because I know I am worth fighting for. Kasi when you're fighting for yourself and your dreams, whether it works out or not, it's always going to be worth it for me. And personally, ayokong mabuhay kasi ng may regrets eh. Ayoko yung mga what ifs na, what if I didn't try? What if hindi ko ginawa? For me, kung magkakaroon na lang din ako ng, I guess, kung sakali, like parang what if, might as well, it's something na I love doing. I'm pursuing something that brings me joy. Like, music and singing is, parang it feeds my soul. I've decided I'm going to fight for myself and my dreams for that little Ethan.
Simple lang, pero sabi mo, feeds your soul, di ba? Kung ikaw ay napapagod, kung tingin mo hindi na para sa'yo, pero lahat naman ng ginagawa mo, para sa iyo nga. Patagalogin ko na, kaluluwa.
Yes.
Di ba? Kung hindi mo rin siya talaga into it or love, quote-unquote, lack of a better term, parang wala rin eh. Di ba?
Yes.
So at least lahat ng pagod mo, lahat ng hirap mo, alam mong dahil gusto mo yung ginagawa mo. And sometimes, no, parang we tend to forget. We tend to take it for granted when we're in there. Na yung pala, yung sikat na, do not forget your struggle is someone's dream.
Yes.
right?
Right.
How do you react to that?
Totoo yun eh. Kaya when you remember that, you start to step into appreciation. And oo nga, no?
Oo
You know,
nga.
at least I'm moving one step forward. It doesn't have to be a leap. Sometimes it's just consistent steps forward. And yeah, you're worth it eh. You're worth it.
Panghuli na lang, dito sa camera na to, what makes Ethan unbreakable?
Actually, na-realize ko, dichotomy siya. What makes me unbreakable is that I've learned to be comfortable enough to break. Kasi I've learned that it's okay to break. It's part of your human experience. Na it doesn't mean there is something wrong with you. But at the same time, even if you break sometimes, I've learned that it's when those times happen that you should love yourself harder. Kasi those are the times when for sure, you will feel like you're the most unlovable person ever. It's when you feel the most unlovable that you should love yourself harder. And when you are able to do that, you become unbreakable. Kasi it's almost like anything can happen to you and kaya mo. Kasi hindi mo na binivillainize yung pain. You understand that I'm growing anyway and I'm going to be here for myself. Pwedeng mag-rest, pwede akong mag-take ng break at huminga. Pero in the depths of the break or the brokenness, I will love myself.
Parang yung reminds me of the shattered glass example ni Rica Paralejo. It's where basag na basag ka na and knowing that you can pick yourself back up and be whole again.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Palakpakan naman natin.
Thank you
Ethan
po.
Wang, thank you so much for joining us here on Unbreakable. Baka may gusto kang i-plug.
Hello everyone! You can follow me po on all my social media accounts. It's the same naman username for everything. At It's Me, Ethan Wang. Yun lang po. And all my announcements will be there. And if you're following also Luca Creatives, then stay tuned for all our upcoming plans. I have an upcoming single po coming out. It's titled Kilig. So hopefully you can stay tuned for the release of that as well.
Unbreakable is powered by Luca Creatives, brought to you by All Seasons Flavor PH and Top 10.